Hey guys, it's me, T. If you're wondering why my voice is as low as it possibly can be, well, no, that's not true. I could go lower. It's because your girl was in the hospital this morning and I've had tubes and probes and scopes down my throat, so I sound like a man. And that's completely okay because I can still fuck your bitch. Anyway, today is gonna be my Scream TV series review. I know it's late. It had to be late because the doctor told me to rest off the medication that they gave me. I think they were trying to drug a small elephant. So, your girl needed some sleep. I took some notes like I do with every show that I review because I have ADHD and I can never remember even if I put socks on or not. I didn't put socks on. Wore flip-flops this morning. Anywho. And also because, your girl can't remember shit. Alright? So, with my ugly chicken scratch, this is what my mother calls my handwriting. Okay, we open the Scream TV series with Audrey laying in bed. Teenagers lay in bed. They're about to go to school. Of course, she'd be asleep. She feels something like on her leg and she thinks she sees something, so she jumps out of bed. So then the killer calls her and it's like, come on, killer. I know you better than that. And she pulls back her covers. And then there's the corkscrew that homeboy killed the boy with. I don't even know why I'm saying homeboy. The killer could be a girl. But I think the killer's Stavo because he's a little freaky to me. And I'll tell y'all why I think it's Stavo later in the episode. Emma has a dream journal now. So she had a dream about her and Kieran making out. They're probably about to fuck. Teenagers have a lot of sex apparently. And the killer comes in and he stabs the shit out of Kieran, and then Kieran falls over and she doesn't scream, and so she writes about how it freaks her out because she didn't scream. Which, I've been in horror movie type dreams and I don't scream either. I just watch the shit happen. I'm a watcher, not a screamer. Okay. Audrey. Oh, she also dug a hole to hide the murder weapon, if you guys didn't already know that. So then Kieran's cousin Eli, because I kept putting Kieran's cousin because I couldn't remember his name for shit until they said it in an episode later. Eli comes home in like the fucking ass crack of dawn and Kieran's like, where the fuck have you been? And he's like, none of your business. And Kieran's like, come on, this town has been really good to me. Don't fuck this up. Well, he didn't say fuck this up. It's MTV. You can't say fuck. But Eli's like, don't worry, I wouldn't ruin this for you. Eli's a shitbag. Like, let's be serious. Eli's a fucking creep, and I don't like him. I don't trust him, and I don't like him. I trust Gustavo more than I trust Eli. So then Brooke's dad comes in her room. We shoot to Brooke's house. Comes in her room with some coffee. He's talking about this fucking formal thing she gonna be in and how she's gonna be a shoo-in and shit like that. And she's like rolling her eyes like, you son of a bitch. We don't like Brooke's daddy. Brooke's daddy is real fucking creepy. So then they're all at school and Eli comes up to Emma talking about Kieran's birthday and basically saying how, oh yeah, Kieran wants a big party. How did you miss that? Not like shit, because Kieran just wanted to hang out with Emma and he didn't really want to do nothing crazy. But Emma's dopey ass will believe anything. So they're all sitting in study hall, hanging out, chillaxing, and Gustavo is like staring Audrey down, like in a I'm gonna fucking slit your throat in your sleep kind of way. And Audrey's like, what the fuck is this? So Audrey has to go to the bathroom. She goes to the bathroom. She pulls the fire alarm so everybody has to evacuate just so she could go back and snoop on Gustavo's tablet, which is illustrations of all of them. But what freaked her out wasn't so much the pictures of them. It was how he was drawing Emma. She was all bloodied up and had a knife in her head. And it was really like, fucking gory for no reason and nobody else's was. So she's like, motherfuckers are creep. And next, Brooke's pompous ass father goes to the sheriff's department, well, the police station, goes to the sheriff's office and puts his feet up on the desk like he home or something and was like, I'm gonna need you to find Jake Fitzgerald. I don't know how you gonna do it. I don't care how you do, but you better find that motherfucker, okay? The sheriff's like, really? Just file him out missing persons report. And he's like, you're gonna fucking do it, okay? Because Brooke's dad is like all rich and thinks he can exude his power over everybody. It's kind of fucked up. So the sheriff's like, whatever, I'll look for him. So the sheriff goes to Jake's house like later in the episode and he ain't there. So we know Jake is dead. They don't know. Jake is dead. So then Emma throws this party. There was a moment in the kitchen between her and Eli when she was going to help him hang the banner. And he almost fell and she almost fell and they grabbed each other. And there was like a moment where they were about to go like, but they didn't go. She like jumped down like, oh God, it's his cousin, you know. So she hears a knock at the door. She goes at the door and Brooke come in. And so then she's like, hey, Eli, can you go out and like look for the cups? He go looking for the cups. He comes back with a thing of tequila. He's like, this shit is expensive and it's signed from Jake. Now, we know his ass is dead, but this is my thing. If you ever see liquor on the front porch, why the fuck would you drink it? Why? I don't care how expensive the bottle is. It could be fucking Dom Perignon, one of them light up bottles at the nightclubs that the bottle bitches bring you. I'm still not drinking that motherfucker. It was on the porch with a note. That's creepy. That's super fucking creepy. Don't do that. Don't do that at all. Don't drink. Kids. And even people in my age group, if you find liquor on your doorstep, don't fucking drink it. It's common sense, people. Common sense. So, they all taking shots at the tequila like, oh, it's expensive and it's free. You know, that's what they're doing. Then, Gustavo ass come around the corner because everybody started puking the fuck up. So Gustavo is like, with the way everybody's puking, it must be ayahuasca. And they're like, what the fuck is ayahuasca? And then Gustavo's creepy ass was like, it's some shit that, you know, people use to hallucinate and go on a mental journey and find their spirit animals. Sometimes people sweat it out and do it in huts, all types of shit. If you don't know what ayahuasca is, go Google it. So Audrey's like, if everybody's tripping balls, we should all stay together, which that never happens in these kind of scenarios. Nobody stays together. So everyone starts tripping balls. I wrote everybody starts tripping balls. I'm so good at taking notes, guys. So Brooke's laying on the bed and Gustavo is trying to like guide her through this because he's worried about her. She's such a small frame girl. Anything could happen to her. You kind of feel for Brooke a good majority of the time. So he's like rubbing her foot and he's like, calm down. Let me guide you through this. Just listen to my voice. And while he's doing that, dead Jake is like popping up everywhere. He's like, come on, baby. He's not your friend. He just wants to fuck you. And you won't sleep with him because you're still in love with me. And she's like, no, Megan, stop. I don't like it. And Gustavo's like, calm down, power your way through this. And she's like, no, Megan, stop. I don't like it. Get off me. So she like kicks her feet away and she runs out of the room. Cause you know, when you're tripping and you thinking you see somebody that's not there, you'd run too. Karen opens up and explains how Eli always takes it a bit too far. And how somebody they knew when they was kids ended up dead. And he think Eli has something to do with it. And Emma's like, what? Like, Emma had that face when Scooby finds the monster on accident. You know, that was how we all felt. So, everybody's still tripping balls and everything. Audrey is standing in the living room. And all of a sudden, out of no fucking where, the room gets real dark. And she sees a figure. And that figure gets closer. And it's her dead fucking girlfriend with the noose still around her neck. Some of the creepiest shit I've ever seen. Well, no, I take that back. I've seen The Conjuring 1 and 2 and Annabelle. So, it could be worse. So, she's like, don't be afraid. And Audrey's like, what? And then they make out, which, why the fuck would you make out with a dead person? You know the bitch is dead. I know the bitch is dead. Why would you kiss this bitch? Why? Why? She could be a demon sent from Satan himself to suck the soul through your lips, bitch. But, okay. Okay. But then it turns out that she's actually kissing Noah this whole time. So then the black girl walks over Zoe. And she grabs both of their hands and she's like, oh my God, you guys. Your souls are glowing. Oh my. And she kissed Noah. And then she kissed Audrey. And then she pushes their heads together to make out more. Bitch. So Zoe established she the freak of the week. Anyway, Emma, she hears a little girl call her name and shit. And she, first of all, okay, tripping or not, if some little bitch calls your name, don't follow her, okay? Little kids signify demons, all right? Especially when you sleep in a dream or you smoked too much weed and you hear a voice. Like, no, don't do it. Don't follow it. What is wrong with you? But like I said earlier, Emma's a dumbass. She's so sensitive. She's like a little Care Bear. Or she's like one of those teddy bears and Build-A-Bear that ain't got no stuffing in it yet. That's Emma. So she followed little girl. Little girl's like, I have something to show you. And they end up in the fucking woods. So then she's like, where are you? And she's spinning around the woods and shit. There's pictures of her. There's pictures of one of her dead friends, that Asian girl from last season. She's tripping balls. Then she sees the killer. And she goes, this isn't real. This isn't real. This isn't real. Nope, 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 nope. She opens her eyes. He's not there anymore. He or she. Then turn around. There he is. And now she's running and shit. And screaming and shit. And then her daddy catches her. Emma, are you okay? What's going on? And then the cops show up. Right? Okay. And she's like, I was being attacked in the woods. And the sheriff goes, did you see something? And the dad's like, looking down and shit like, my daughter crazy. I ain't see shit. And Emma's like, what the fuck? And then Brooke is like, girl, we was all fucked up. Like, we all saw shit that wasn't there. She's like, no, I know I saw. And then Karen's all like, maybe you weren't ready to come back, you know? Maybe this is all too much for you. Yeah, it's so annoying. So then we shoot to Gustavo's house. And Gustavo is like, Audrey was like, why don't you ask your son who like to draw creepy pictures of us, and Emma all bloody fuck up. Because, Audrey a tattletale bitch because she is an accomplice to murder. So she telling on everybody. And so shoot to Gustavo's house. The sheriff's like, I ain't worried about you. He goes snooping in his son's rooms like parents do. And he opens his shoebox and he see the mask while he's like getting a call from Jake Fitzgerald's parents. And so he holding the mask and he tells them, you may have to cut your vacation short. I think your son is missing. And holy shit, why do you have a Brandon James mask, you creepy little bitch? Anyway, so back to school, Noah's like, talking to Audrey, it's kind of awkward. He feels kind of awkward. He goes over to Zoe and wanted to ask her to go out again. And she's like, you're in love with your best friend. Bye. I was like, damn. Bitch, what you mean? All we did was kiss. What are you doing? I would have been mad as shit if I was Noah. I kissed that bitch high on shit. I didn't know what I was doing. All right? It was like a fucking The Weeknd song. You want to be high for this? No, I don't. But, okay. So then we shoot to Eli and Audrey having a little tiff in the hallway because she's like, you're a liar, fuck off, I don't want to be friends with you. And so now we're in the auditorium and Brooke sits next to Gustavo and she told him thank you and that he was actually a good guy to help her come down. And Gustavo's like, maybe we should go out. And she was like, okay. And then so they're naming girls for this thing called Lady of the Lake, which was a horror movie. Why would you call it that? And they named Brooke's name last because she knew she was gonna be up there. She was like checking her makeup and shit. The black girl Zoe's in it too. But so Brooke goes up there and she stands from where the banner is supposed to fall. She's standing there in a pretty white dress. The banner comes down, blood comes trickling, and guess who comes with the blood? Jake Fitzgerald. His dead, lifeless body hit the fucking stage and there's lights on it. Every kid in the school sees it. She's screaming, covered in blood, and then it shoots to next week on Scream, which I won't be able to see, and I won't be here for it because I won't be in Palm Springs. But shit look crazy. School on lockdown, killer in the school, we need to run, shit like that. But I hope you guys enjoyed this TV review. It is 14 minutes long. It's a TV show review, guys. It's gonna be long. If no one's told you you're awesome and that they love you, I think you're awesome and I love you. Have an amazing hump day and the rest of your week. Bye, guys.